Good morning, sports fans from all around the globe. I'm your host, Jeff Dawson, East Coast Sports Investors, and this is your breakfast bankroll for Monday, April 11th, 2022. Hope everyone survived opening weekend of MLB, the Masters. Much more. Welcome to all the new followers, subscribers, etc. If you haven't already, please follow myself and Scott on the Twitter at ECSI Sports Invest and Webby20MLB. Turn on the notifications so you'll never miss a show. Hop on over to YouTube and Twitch at East Coast Sports Investors. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Not a lot of stuff in this world is free. Smash the like button, tell a friend, retweet, do whatever you got to do. We're here for a long time. We ain't going anywhere. Myself and Scott been in these lanes for a long time. Myself, ECSI debuted on Gambling Twitter January 1st, 2015. So if you weren't here for the first episode, well, we got about 300 episodes now on YouTube for you to go through. Quick recap on what could have been one hell of a weekend. Hats off to Scotty Scheffler. He wins the Masters. I talked at length on before Saturday teeing off. You could have got him plus 100 with a 5-shot lead, and I talked at length stating that Vegas was telling us he wasn't going to win. If you didn't watch the Masters yesterday, here it is in a nutshell. Scotty starts the round, 3-shot lead over one of our guys at ECSI, Cam Smith. Cam birdies the first 2 holes. He's 1 back. They both lie 2 in the poop. Actually, they both hit bad tee shots on 3. Scotty fluffs his, hits the top of the green, falls all the way back. Now Cam puts it on the green anywhere close. The heat is on, and this could be a flip where Cam actually takes the lead. Well, Cam matches him with the flop disaster, so they both way down on the below the green, and Scotty gets up and hits a low chip, bounce, skid in the hole for 3 for a birdie. Cam goes and bogeys. Basically, that was the tournament right there. Scheffler ended up taking a 4-shot lead. Cam cut it to 3, and all of a sudden the momentum's coming. Here comes the par 3. Cam uses a 9-iron. I think it's the 10th hole. Uses a 9-iron, and as soon as he swung, splashed down a la Jordan Spieth. Thanks for playing. And I want to say he goes home comfortably to an easy win. He had a 5-shot lead, and he double bogeys 18 literally with like a 4-5 putt, but he wins by 3 shots, shoots a 71. And it's funny, anyone that doesn't invest in golf, and I saw a lot of chest pumped out how they they peppered the board after overall. A lot of cream rises to the top in the majors, especially the Masters. And what ends up happening is the guys that are right there and chasing, they falter, they come back to the pack. And these guys like Rory yesterday, like Morikawa yesterday, Rory was just fabulous. And that's Rory being Rory. And I put that on my timeline. Rory being Rory. There was absolutely zero pressure on him. I think he shoots a 7 under. He chips in from the bunker on 18 like Morikawa. Finishes second. Morikawa, I think, finishes third. For ECSI, okay, we had an amazing week. We hit the plus 6,000 on IM on Thursday for the first round leader. Going into yesterday, we had 3 legit swings. We had Cam Smith plus 2020. We had Justin Thomas plus 1320. And we had IM plus 8,300. They did not come home. For our ECSI VIP action parlay. That's right. That's what we do on a weekly basis. After Saturday, the week's complete. Now, whether we're up 5 units or down 5 units, we're not going to risk 3, 4, 5 units on Sunday. It's just preposterous. You can't win long term that way. So we put what we call as an action parlay. We put 3, 4 games together, and we take a swing. We have our action for the day, and if we hit like yesterday, we would have cashed $627.83. In baseball this weekend, we on the record started 5-1. But I am going to say we are technically 7-1 because we went 2-0 in baseball yesterday. We had the Padres first 5 again, minus the half run. They won 8-0 first 5. We had San Francisco minus 115, 118, whatever the number I put that closed there. They win 3-2. So the final leg was the Winnipeg Jets minus a goal and a half plus 141 to cash out basically 628. Leaving the Dallas Stars on the desk, who ended up winning 6-4 and cashed the puck line. Anyways, Jets 3-1 lead, 4-2 lead. Give up a goal midway through the third, 4-3. We can't get the empty net to close. Overall, a great week for the ECSI team. We're back here. It's Monday. It's a new day. It's a new start. It's a new beginning. We're fired up. There's almost a dozen baseball games, one hockey game, and the NBA. We're getting ready for the playoffs. So that's me. That's the ECSI VIP crew. Scotty has been working diligently, maybe it's the word I'm looking for there, talking about our new Discord channel, how you can get in there, first 20 in. He'll talk about that. Anyone that wants to join the VIP, text, email, and Discord, it's $2 a day. That's it. If you go onto my website at eastcoastsportsinvestors.com, and you'll see we have a bunch of different packages there. For retail pricing for just email and texting is $375 a month. That's right, $375 a month. It's basically just over $3 a day. That's what we charge. But what we're doing here is we're trying something out. We're trying to build a community with people that want to be active, people that want to be educated, people that are with the same goals, the same visions, and we're trying something here. And if it doesn't work, we'll just blow this thing, that part of it up, and it's $375 for our information, and that's it. But that's what we want to do. That is not what we want to do. We want you to come on board. We want you to listen to our shows when you have time. We want you to active on the Discord channel, and yes, you will receive daily picks, the ones that I play every day over here. That's me. Sent to your cell phone, and your email address on a daily basis. You don't have to do anything. They just, bam, they're right there. So without further ado, let's bring him on. The man with the plan, the man from the Palm Tree State himself, the one, the only, Mr. Scott E. Webb. Morning, Scott.
Morning, Jeff. I think I need some coffee today. I'm like tired today for some reason, but you know what? It's a Monday, so that probably is what it's all about. And shouldn't stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning every day doing this shit. It's beautiful. It's fun, but man, it's gonna put some bags under my eyes here one of these mornings. So I'm gonna have to go steal my wife's makeup shit and put it on there so nobody can see it.
You know, I still can't shake the allergies. I'm having a real hard time with the chest stuff every morning, and I too having that problem where sleep, trying to get back. It's been a week from Vegas, and I'm back on East Coast time. That's not the problem, but it's when you're coughing constantly and you're tossing and turning. Last night I was up at 2 a.m. and next thing you know, I'm sitting at the desk at 3 a.m. trying to do some more work because I can't sleep. And finally put your head back down and try to catch a quick cat nap. Really opening up the lungs at the beach, getting that salt air and stuff in there. It's still not working, but I know a lot of people that are a lot worse than me. And shout out to my buddy Rob B2B, who is battling strep throat right now. We were hoping to have him on Tuesday or Wednesday, and he's battling strep throat pretty bad right now. So it's that time of year, whether it's allergies, whether it's, the last end of the cold. I'm not calling anything COVID, but if you think you got COVID, go get go get tested.
Well, I will say this. Sundays are good days for me in a sense of, the games, the last game of the night starts at 7 o'clock. So my work can be done a little earlier than some nights, so I like that. Maybe it was one of those days where you slept in a little bit too much and got too much sleep, and now you got to try to get up and figure out what your body's telling you. But doesn't matter. So to sort of tell you what my weekend was like, I only played 2 games yesterday. These boards were kind of tough, and I played. I went 1-1 on the board yesterday. I jumped in on first 5 on St. Louis, and holy shit, they scored 3 runs in the first inning. And I'm like, here we go. This is what we're supposed to be doing. And then Mats became Mats and gave up 5 runs in the 3rd inning, and then they piled up 2 more on the 4th. So that game didn't go very far. But like I said, we're on this anti-Arizona Diamondbacks bullshit right now, and I'm going to run it until it runs itself out. So game number 2 on that string was yesterday, and I was on San Diego on the run line, and they scored 10 runs. San Diego did before Arizona scored 1. So there you go. There's another winner. Now I think there was at some point, Jeff, we need to start prefacing a couple of things. One, a lot of things that I play, and I'll start doing this. I haven't done it yet, but I'll start doing this. I do so much work on the pitchers that I will play listed pitcher. Okay. Now, some of you have that available at your book, and some of you don't. I haven't been playing listed pitcher right now, so let me explain to you what listed pitcher means. When you're doing a baseball game, and today's game with Cleveland and Kansas City, for example, Savali's pitching against Hernandez. Okay, so this game starts at 2:10. Well, so Savali's out there, and you like him or whatever, so you do all your homework, and you decide you want to bet on the Indians or the Guardians today, and you want to say, hey, I'm playing this game because Savali's the better pitcher, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, he starts to warm up in the bullpen, and he's doing whatever, and, his arm fell off. So now they put out some other guy. And if you played listed pitcher and your pitcher does not start the game, you have no action. The game's canceled. If you did not play listed pitcher, then you're at the mercy of whoever else the Guardians throw. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to throw a guy better than the guy who's starting the game. So you're at a disadvantage because the number didn't change. Whatever you bet is whatever is going to happen. So anyway, I haven't been doing that yet. And I say that because yesterday, that's exactly what happened to Blake Snell. Blake Snell did not pitch yesterday, and he was the listed pitcher. But as we get going here a little bit, I will be doing that. I'm not doing it now only because I'm not. When I get real going here, there's a lot more stuff I use to get the results that I'm looking for than I'm not using currently. So what I look at it now is what I'm doing now is based off projections and guesstimates and other things anyway. So it doesn't matter to me how much work I do on the starting pitcher. If he's not there, it was a guesstimate anyway. So I'm not worrying about that this moment. In about 3 or 4 weeks, every play that I play will be listed pitcher. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I kind of covered that. But my starts this season, 7-3 plus 3.29 units. Not so bad. Not so good on the two prop bets, strikeout bets. 4.5 was the number I got them at. They hit 4, damn bastards. But I'm gonna have I'm gonna play some prop bets today.
I want to stress, by the way, I am a listed pitcher fanatic. And now, with that being said, again, I am wagering my hard-earned money on information and starting pitching or whatever the result is based upon that pitcher. Yesterday, it was kind of comical because I listed Descafani for the Giants, and I did not list a pitcher on the Padres. And it was the first 5. I tend not to list pitchers on the first 5 for some reason. Why? I don't know. It's just what I've done for a long, long time. And I was gifted. Well, we still lost the parlay, but the fact is that Snell's tried to warm up, couldn't, and then the rest was history there. But what I do need to make facts here is I talk about Sunday as quicksand Sunday. I talk about it as when you wake up Saturday and you look at your bankroll and you're like, oh shit, I'm down 5 units. I don't want to pay the man on Monday. I got to get this back. And I call this Quicksand Sunday for a reason, because it's a day that the dogs come bombing in, that the expect the unexpected. That's why we do the action parlay. And I should have listed it below on the crawler. Shame on me. Just grab a pen and pencil, everyone watching and listening, and listen to this here. Okay. Washington yesterday, plus 127, beats the Mets. Cincinnati, plus 156, beats Atlanta. Pittsburgh, plus 195, beats St. Louis. Colorado, plus 182, beat the Dodgers. Texas, plus 174, beat the Jays. Cleveland, plus 105, destroys the Royals. Minnesota, I left on the desk. Houston wins. Red Sox, Scotty was talking about he liked the Red Sox. They eke out a win. Plus 130, beat the Yankees. Oakland, plus 198, beat the Phillies. If that's not enough proof, what usually happens on Sundays, man, if you were playing the Dogs yesterday, they're probably backing up a Brinks truck right now, and they're going to cut you a check because they don't have enough money in the vault.
Well, a couple of things here. Most of those, I shouldn't say most, that's probably not the right way to say it. The A's and you know, some of these teams that they were down, they hadn't won a game yet. Trust me, there's 162 of these. They're going to win at least one, and it don't matter. The better way to look at baseball is the better teams are going to win more series than the losing teams, and the losing teams are going to win games in series. They are. It's baseball. It's you hit the ball a certain way, and all of a sudden, holy shit, you scored a couple runs, and it's like the team that gets the most hits should win the game, but they don't, not all the time. So you know, you're gonna run into these scenarios where, and Jeff's right. I mean, it happens on a Sunday all the time. Sunday is be real careful day. And I would also tell you, Sunday is one of those days where if you're loading up your board, oh my God, you better just turn your head or go golfing or go do something else, because you don't want to watch. Yeah, because you just want to come back and see what the results are. Trust me. The baseball games are absolutely bananas. You know, you start to go crazy when you get a 3-1 lead in the second inning, and you only got to play 5 innings, and you're like, holy shit, I got this one, and then you gave up 5. That's what happens in Major League Baseball. Anyway, let's talk about the Discord thing for just a second, guys. The only thing I want to tell you here is that I don't know how many of you are familiar with Discord, but Discord is a gaming network. That's what it is. It was built for gamers to get on there and actually play games with each other and show videos, and while they're playing the game, talk to each other and communicate. It's a chat room is kind of what it is. It's a network. However, it's got lots of different channels within the network that you have. And we turned it into a nice little way to do a couple things. One, the people who are involved can talk to each other. So it's not just about Jeff and me. It's about you and what you want to get out of it. So the more the more active you are, the more network you build. And I'm a big network guy. So build your network. There's channels in there that are breaking news channels, injuries channels, baseball channel, football channel, whatever channels. And we're involved in all of that. So if you wanted to pick up certain things, you can out of those things. We put content in there like you don't see anywhere else. I don't put everything on Twitter that I do, guys. But a lot of what I do is in Discord. So there are things in Discord and things that will come to Discord now that once we get people in there that you're not going to see anywhere else, because that's for you guys. Now, the one thing that I have a caveat that I want to make sure I tell everybody is two things. It needs to be a fun place to be. So if people are picking on people and it's not fun to be in there, I'm going to remove you right away. Okay, I'll give you a warning, but we're going to move them out of there. So we're just going to have fun in there, right? So the second thing that I want to make sure that we tell everybody is this is a thing that is for Jeff and I to give back to the community, but it's also for us to give any more exclusive information as we can. We might have a Discord show one day in there where we get a guest in there to answer questions or do whatever through Discord. So it's just private with us. Nobody else can see it. So that gives you guys some exclusivity. But I will say this. The idea is we want everybody to be supportive of each other, supportive of Jeff and I, supportive of everything that we go. Because if it turns into a negative thing, then there's no point in having it. So that's what it's about. That's what we're going to do. And I decided, I guess the best way to put this out is we want to put 20 people in it all at one time. That way, with everybody's trying to figure it out and fish around and ask questions and do stuff so that they all get to kind of know what it is. After those first 20 people are going in there, we wanted to put a filter on it. So the best way to filterize this thing is to charge $10. It's no big deal. We're just going to charge $10, guys. $10 is less than what you go to the damn gas station for. You go buy 2 Gatorades and it's $10. But the point of this is it's a filter. Those of you who really want to be in there will pay the $10. Those of you who think it's free and want to do whatever you want to because it's free won't. And that's what I want. I want that filter. I want those guys out because I really want the people that want to be in there to be in there. Anyway, all that being said, I'm excited. There's a lot of things going to be in there. There's you might even see it be sponsored by a paid advertiser one of these days. So there's a lot of things happening that way, and it's just another thing that ECSI and Jeff and I are trying to provide that makes us a little bit more unique. So anyway, go ahead, Jeff.
No. Well said. Again, $10 a month is 30 cents a day. And if you go into your couch right now, pull up the cushions, I guarantee you there's more than 30 cents in there. So I get asked these questions all the day. What's up with your pricing? When you ever try to ask someone for monies in these lanes, they look at you like you got 10 heads. Well, I can go get freebies here. I can go get freebies here. You get what you pay for, guys. It's that simple. I could send you emails of people crying to me, hey, I just signed up for this service. I had a $5,000 bankroll. I have $500 left after 2 weeks. Can you get my $4,500 back? I look at them like, well, why didn't you reach out to us the first time? I said, I'm not a miracle worker, first of all. We're not scratch ticket guys, okay? This isn't, just put in the money, close your eyes, click your heels, and you're going to Kansas, so you're following the yellow brick road. This is a day-to-day grind. If you think you're going to go in and follow someone on TikTok who just hit a 28-legged parlay, that the picture is photoshopped, and you think you're going to put $20 in and you're going to make yourself $20,000. I got those 2 bridges right over here. They're called the Bourne and the Sagamore. They're 30 minutes away from me. They're for sale. Guys, wake up. Smell the coffee. Have another coffee. Grab a Red Bull. It doesn't happen like that. And we're here to try to educate you guys on a day-to-day basis. This Discord channel will have more information than NASA. And you just got to go in and you got to click the channel. You got to look at it. You got to read it and then ask a question if you don't understand it. That's all. And if you're too lazy to do it, we don't want you. That's all. It's plain and simple. We're not here because we like to hear ourselves talk. We don't. We're here to try to help educate, cash some tickets, win, grin, and profit. That's what I say. Okay. I always say this. Okay. There's no I in team. The only I's are in win, profit, and family. And when you join our team, you become a part of the ECSI family. That's what we're here for. And if you don't want it, go somewhere else. That's all. Enough of the venting. I'm going to show everyone the Don Best screen today. I'm going to try to switch it up. And the problem with this is I get so many alerts from them. It's a pain in the butt, but just bear with me here. I'm trying to show everyone another sheet here. Anyone that's interested in seeing what I look at on a day-to-day basis. And as you can see right here, this is the NASA of NASA. You got your opening lines from Pinnacle Sport, Jazz, your Vegas Strip, South Point, Westgate, William Hill, Circus, Caesars, Wynn, Mirage, Golden Nugget, Stations, Heritage. I got the whole Vegas Strip covered. Five Dimes, Bovada. You can't see Bet Phoenix, Horizon. And then to the right, my other screen, I got FanDuel, New Jersey, DraftKings, New Jersey. There's nothing I don't have. So if you say to me, Jeff, that line is wrong, well, I'll take a snapshot and email it to you. I'll DM it to you. This is what we're looking at. Okay? So Scotty, when he does his Webby odds, he is now going to Circa opening line. Circa, when we're watching the games tonight, Circa will open up the lines for tomorrow. So Scotty takes his Webby lines and he uses the Circa opening line. That is the opening line from tonight. So when you see it in the morning, be like, hey, Scott, what the hell's going on here? Yes, there are corrections, there are pitching changes, and there are moves. So for instance, opening day, the actual line on Cole was about 178. That was the actual opening line. Well, you saw it at 140, and you'd be scratching your head like, Scotty, what the hell's going on? They're looking for the back and forth action here, guys. If you put the Cole at 178, it was going to be all Red Sox action. So they put it at 140. They get the back and forth action, and I think Cole closed at 148 or something. All right, I'm done preaching. Take it away, Scott.
Okay, so I sent out the Webby odds. I do this every day, and I send them out the night before. Last night when I sent them out, I found two plays. Now, let me preface this by saying this. Number one, I don't always play the night before the overnight lines because a lot of times they move in the direction that I want them to move. So I don't want them to, I want to play them at better odds the next morning. Now, having said that, I played two games last night, but they're still viable right now. So two games are what I'm going to tell you is value plays on the line. And the number one play, I shouldn't say number one. The first play is rotation 953, 954. This is the New York Mets, and this is the Philadelphia Phillies. This line was 150 last night. I noticed, hey, it's not changed. It's actually going the other way now. It's 154 the last time I looked. Jeff, is it still around that number? Minus 154? 953, 954?
Yeah, it's 153 at Jazz, 150 at South Point, Westgate, William Hill. Currently at our friends at Circa, Derek Stevens, Jeffrey Benson, Mr. Metcalf, minus 154 at Circa.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. This is the New York Mets. The New York Mets are projected to win 90 to 91 games. The Philadelphia Phillies are a team that is projected to win, say, 85 to 87 games, maybe even 88 games, somewhere in that neighborhood. Not too much far apart numbers. And you got Walker and you got Suarez. Now, let me ask you a question. If you're talking about Suarez and Walker, do you really think that Suarez is more like an ace compared to Walker? My opinion is no. And so my opinion on the game line came out to be more of a pick'em kind of number than this minus 154 number. And I will also tell you this. I know that after 162 games are over, that the Philadelphia Phillies should probably have had the better offense than the New York Mets. But I will also tell you that the New York Mets are the best offense in baseball after the first weekend. So why do we open this number at 150, 154? I don't really care why they did it. I just know there's value in that number. So I'm going to take the New York Mets. So play number one, that's what I played. Play number two is a very similar story to that, and that's the San Diego Padres tonight, 957, 958. You have Alex Wood for San Francisco. He's pitching against Nick Martinez. Nobody knows who he is, but he's a guy came over from Japan. for San Diego. This game is minus 133. I actually have San Diego as the favorite in this game. And again, this is a team where you're talking about the San Francisco Giants as being a 500 kind of projection, and you're looking at San Diego as being a team that wins 90 to 91 games. So they're a much better team. Now, I will tell you that they didn't play much competition, and you saw San Francisco play Miami, who isn't much offensive competition, but I think they split up there. So, I think that this line is too far the one direction. So again, I think there's value in the San Diego side, so I played that. Now, that's what I played based off of last night. Now, what I will tell you that I played this morning is I see that people seem to think Taillon's a good pitcher, and they like the New York Yankees. I kind of like that idea that they like the New York Yankees. That number is, I think, was 115 the last time I saw it. That means you can get Toronto at plus 105 today, and I'm going to take Toronto at plus 105 today. I like Alex Manoah. Manoah's a better pitcher than Taillon, and here's the biggest thing about Taillon. Taillon's a fly ball pitcher. Oh my God! Guess what Toronto does? They hit fly ball home runs like bananas. So I like the idea that we're getting a little bit of value with Manoah today. My line says Toronto should be about a 110 favorite, and now we're looking at New York being a 115 favorite. So I'm on 3 dogs today, Jeff.
3 dog night, brother. 3 dog night. We got some afternoon baseball. For me, I'm just going to give you the quick eye test. And the reason I was chuckling so much is, again, what Scotty does and how he peels his onion and what I do is entirely different. Now, I'll just go back to the first game that he talked about. And again, I don't have a lean either which way currently on that game. But let me just grab it right there. Let me give you a weather update from Sports Insight there. Here you go, Scott. Wind blowing out 22 miles an hour from right center today in the San Diego Padre game. So there's a nice little alert there from Sports Insight there. My first thought process on actually a couple of those games, Scott, is that, I'm showing Circa opened at 132 and they're now 145 there. A number where you would think the Padres would be attracting a lot of our money. They hit the soft spot, I think, because people are valuing San Fran more than the Padres right now. I think a big factor is they don't know anything about Martinez, and Wood was pretty damn good last year. So, again, that number opening up at that price, why? Well, I think they're going to try to attract Padre money. That's just my eye test there. And then the other one, again, the Mets. Let me give you a weather update on the Mets game. They got an alert there. Wind blowing dead center, 10 miles an hour throughout the game there. Again, everyone knows Walker. Not a lot of people know Suarez. That number opened up at 140 and is now 154. Again, a lot of disrespect for the Mets. A lot of action coming in on Suarez there. So it is interesting. And again, cannot be said enough. Guys, we haven't even completed a full week of baseball. We're still in the first full week. I know it's Monday. It's a new start of the week. If you had a bad week, you don't wake up today and say, hey, I'm going to go get all those units that I lost over last week. Because next thing you know, if you have a tough Monday, you're back to where you were on Saturday or Sunday. So pump the brakes, breathe, take it all in, because it's going to be okay. Eye test. I think the Red Sox are a trap today, Scott. They played the late game. They just came off the Yankees. They go to Detroit. As you know, I'm not a big Walker fan. And again, I'm not a big Manning fan either. They did open up at minus 110. They are now minus 116. I mean, I assume Sox won yesterday. Maybe a lot of people expecting them to take care of business, get back to 500 and get rolling. That bullpen is pretty taxed. So just be careful on the Red Sox. We'll have the closing bell this afternoon at 4 o'clock, by the way, guys. Not 4:30, 4 o'clock. Set your alarm there. I'm a huge Manoah fan. You know that. I put some good money on him in Vegas there. Tough matchup against the Yankees and Tyon, so that will be interesting. I guess, Scott, the one that's kind of comical in my eyes, you talked about it after his first preseason start, is Bundy. His numbers were way, way down. And the fact that Minnesota with Bundy versus Flexen opened up at minus 126. He's now minus 132. So that's kind of surprising to me right there. Gomber and Hearns, I would expect a lot of runs scored there, so they'll probably be 3-2, as you know that. Can you give me any pitching updates on Hernandez versus Lorenzen? I mean, Angels start the year 1-3, Miami 1-2. Don't know a lot about either starter pitcher.
So Michael Lorenzen, you know how many games he started last year for the Reds?
I don't.
0.
Okay.
He's a relief pitcher.
That's what I thought.
So he's also the guy that is a two-way player that played the outfield and batted for the Reds, and he's oh my God, he's a two-way player. Okay, well, that's the guy. That's who he is. He signed where anywhere that would take him, that would actually give him a chance to be a starting pitcher. So that's what he's done. They stretched him out a little bit in spring training. He's made very few starts ever in his entire career. He made 2 starts in 2020, 0 starts in 2021. He didn't start any games in 2019, and when he was a starter in 2018, he got bombed. So he's the best thing that I can tell you is that he's probably a 5-inning guy at most. And my thoughts are that what's interesting, he has been, because he played in the National League, the Marlins have seen him. So this is not going to be a surprise to them. They know who he is, what he can throw, and that's no issue. On the other side, Alicia Hernandez, the Angels have never really seen him before. I think there's only, I don't know. I think it was, I have to go back and double check, but I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 17, 18 at-bats total against him. So that means, obviously hardly anybody has seen him for that team. I will tell you though that he's more of an average pitcher. He's not somebody that is this magnificent flamethrower kind of, he's not one of the Rays kind of guys that comes out there. So in terms of what you got, I think you got 2 average pitchers. I think that there's a better chance that Hernandez, being the used to being a starting pitcher, guys pitched a lot of more innings than what Lorenzen has. I think he has a chance to last in the game longer. And I think that there'll probably be a feel-out process here, especially early in the game.
People have been texting, DMing me, Jeff, where are you getting all your information? Where, everyone wants to know the free sites. Okay. I get that part. And I think one-stop shop and your best free site is wagertalk.com/free odds. It's one-stop shop, and you can go into first fives, you can go into team totals, over-unders. You got all the information right there at a click. This is, again, one I showed you Don Best, where I pay on a monthly basis. Here's Sports Insights. And why I like Sports Insights is this, guys. You have everything at a click of a button. The first game going today is at 2:15. It's rotation number 951, 952. It's Pittsburgh and St. Louis. They give me a weather alert. That cloud that I'm touting here, that's an alert. So you click on the button, and there you go. Possible light rain, 53%. Rain at 3 o'clock, rain at 4 o'clock, rain at 5 o'clock. So for me, that game is out. I am not playing a start and stop game where I get a starter that goes the first inning, he sits for an hour, and he's scratched. They give you the wind speed, 5.2 miles an hour blowing in from center, right center. Okay, They give you the home plate umpire. They give you his record behind the plate. The home team went 17-7 last year with this guy behind the home plate. The under-over was 11-12 with an average run rate of 9.3. So basically speaking, he's a over umpire. Okay? They give you the umpires for the day. Right there, Dan Merzel. Okay? Now, also, when the lineups are in, that's what these checkerboard, that the 4 lines are, once the lineups are in. So if you're wondering if Pete Alonso is playing for the Mets, if you're wondering who's starting for the Phillies, as soon as the lineups are in, I can check that off. Now, I'll go there. There's a square box here. That means there's an injury. So I press that. Jacob deGrom, starting pitcher, shoulder out. We already knew that. Lucchesi already out. Edwin Diaz, personal out, and that was on the 9th. And Odubel Herrera out, oblique. And this just gives you the updated people that are out. Okay, so again, a great site. I have been grandfathered in, so my prices are different than yours. It takes money to make money. If you're in this for entertainment, I strongly suggest you stick to the free sites. If you're in this to make money, maybe a second stream of income, or however you want to do this, there are options out there. Scotty, closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts is, guys, support us, be active, have a good time with us. Get on our program here where you're following us on YouTube, you're following us on all these things. All those subscriptions matter. As it turns out, it's just like clicking the like button when you like a Facebook post, or you like a damn Twitter post or whatever. That's kind of what it is, but it helps us. There's algorithms and other things that are on the back end of this stuff that people don't really think about, that business wise helps us. So reach out, do those things. That's a real helpful thing to us. And the other thing is, no matter whether you're no matter whether you're really getting involved in me, sorry, no matter whether you're really getting involved in me or getting involved in us or getting involved in whatever it is, be active in whatever it is you do. Be involved, be a part, because that's what life is, guys. It's not like watching it through the window. It's go out and get inside the lanes and have some fun with it. Be active with it. Be in the present. Don't be in the future looking away too far, and don't be behind you looking back at what passed. Be in the now and be active.
Shout out to my daughter, Caitlin. She just sent me a picture where the Yukon Huskies men's baseball team is now 18th in the country. Go Huskies.
Look at that.
Picture of the Tennessee starting pitcher. The name is drawn a blank, but I think this is the guy that's throwing like a $101, a $102, $103. Texas started the year at number 1 spot. They're down to 7. So anyone looking at some futures, they were a huge favorite. They were like $400, $500, $600, $700 to the next team. So if you're looking to grab some futures, you can get some value right now on Texas. The problem with UConn, very simply, is they most likely will win the Big East. They will get to the big dance. They just don't have enough length and starting pitching, because by the time they get through the Big East tournament and then they get into the big dance, that's where the starting pitching really shines, and that's where the 14, 15 runs a game are being given up, because they just don't have the horses that at the top of the board right now. Tennessee, Miami, Oregon State, Texas State, Oklahoma State, Arkansas, Texas, Virginia. Those guys got horses. For me, it's very simple. New start of the week, fresh start. There is day baseball. We will be passing, obviously, on the Pittsburgh St. Louis. I am not getting in there on the weather. Cleveland, Kansas City right now. There has been a flip. Money's coming in on Cleveland and Savali versus Kansas City and Hernandez. And for me, just a mind block. When a team puts up 17, they get 2 touchdowns and a field goal. I've always not had a lot of success in coming back with them because the bats tend to fizzle. It is a Monday. That's just the mindset I have. I'll be following that ticker tape there. There's a 5:10 game, a 3:05 Milwaukee and Baltimore. I think the world will be on Milwaukee here, limping in at 0-3 against Baltimore. Uh, uh, Hauser versus Zimmerman, yet the line only opened at 140. They're begging for more Brewer money. I had said all preseason I was expecting regression. They're looking up at the Cubs and the Cards as we speak right now. So big game for Milwaukee. Colorado, Texas at 4 o'clock as well. The Red Sox I talked about at 5. Plenty of action. Come back here at 4 o'clock for the closing bell. Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints? You can get me at EC Sports Invest and Scotty at Webby20MLB. Send us an email at East Coast Sports Investors at gmail.com. Always remember this. If you are wagering and investing and gambling today, do it responsibly. If you do have a problem, pick up the phone. There's an 800 number available. Ask for help. Why, myself and Scotty care. We want to see you here today, tomorrow, next week, next month, through 2022 and beyond. From myself, Jeff Dawson at EC Sports Invest, from Scotty Webb at Webby20MLB. We wish everyone a blessed morning. Enjoy your afternoon, and we'll see you back here at 4 o'clock.